I decided to prepare a guide for travelers considering pet sitting for the first time after completing my first pet sitting experience. After going through the whole process, I realized there are aspects I should have looked into more. Hopefully, this simple guide will help beginner pet sitters understand pet sitting better than I did at the time. In this video, I will tell you the guide for travelers pet sitting the first time. So like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any of our uploads. And of course, today's video is brought to you by Tripidabido.com, the premier platform for booking tours and activities in this city, and is the proud sponsor of this video. Interested in traveling, click the link in the description below. What travelers considering pet sitting for the first time should know. Pet sitting means taking care of pets at someone's place while the owners are away. Travelers would usually pet sit in exchange for free accommodation. Pet sitting can help cut down your travel budget significantly because usually paying for accommodation eats up most of a traveler's budget. Travelers can pet sit a wide range of animals from dogs, cats, birds, exotic animals, and even large animals like horses. The sky is the limit as long as you feel comfortable taking care of them. Outside traveling, pet sitting is an ever-growing industry. Many people run their pet sitting business working with several clients at the same time. While some choose to stay local, some would travel across the country for bookings. The difference between a traveler pet sitter and a professional pet sitter is usually the pay. While the first usually does not charge in exchange for free accommodation, the latter does charge, and sometimes this type of service can be pricey, especially around holidays and school breaks when the demand for house sitters is higher than in the rest of the year. How do travelers find their first pet sitting opportunity? Finding your first pet sitting opportunity can be daunting. However, this is what my experience has been so far. Hopefully, sharing it here with everyone interested in the topic will make the process easier for some of you out there. There are usually pet sitting platforms where pet sitters and pet owners sign up. While most of these platforms charge the pet sitter and not the pet owner, I know it does not seem fair. Some are free to sign up. My experience with the free pet sitting platforms has been that they are not very reliable. In fact, the last time I used one of these platforms, I did not get any response back. Be prepared for rejections. Don't take rejections too personal. And do not get disappointed either. Keep applying until you find the right match. Securing a pet sitting opportunity can be challenging, and sometimes they feel like a job application. You have to keep trying until you get your first booking. I had to go through several conversations before I secured my first ones, and that took some time. You will learn in the process how to market yourself better and earn the pet owner's trust. Always remember to be yourself and don't force it too much. Similar to any marketing strategy, everything that's too much gets perceived as fake, and people simply won't like it. It is important to keep applying until you get your first booking. How can you do that? It's explained below, so keep reading. Set up realistic expectations and be prepared to be flexible. Applying for a pet sitting opportunity in a popular country or area can be disappointing, especially because so many other people would consider it. This is why it is important to set up realistic expectations. There is no point in dreaming about a 2-week stay in central London, because this might not happen. Popular cities and areas tend to be more competitive than other less-known places. I can definitely tell you that there were far more people interested in a 2-week pet sitting opportunity in the Peak District than a pet sitting opportunity in Essex, the UK. Why? Simply because the Peak District is one of the most popular areas in the UK, while the county of Essex is not particularly known for tourism. How many animals should you pet sit as a beginner? As a beginner, I would advise you start looking after one cat or one dog at a time. Yes, you might have experience looking after your dog back home, but remember that this is someone else's dog. Pets are different, and you need time to get to know them. If you look after too many, you may feel overwhelmed. So my advice is to start looking after one pet at a time. This is very important, especially if you also do some sort of remote work while pet sitting and traveling. I worked remotely while pet sitting and traveled in my spare time to get to know the place where I was staying. Looking after one dog was enough for me because I had plenty of time to properly look after the animal and do my work. If your work involves online meetings, you must be aware that dogs bark and can get noisier than cats. So consider this when pet sitting a dog. A remote worker and traveler I met some time ago was exclusively looking after cats because they require less work than a dog and are more independent. These are all very important aspects to consider before fully committing yourself to pet sitting on your travels. What else to consider before you start pet sitting? Before you start pet sitting, it's important to have clear what are the owner's expectations. Some owners might ask for additional tasks like watering the plants or additional activities with their pets, like administering medicine. Or they might not want you in a certain area of the house. Make sure you have everything clear before you start. Ideally, you would have had a pre-meeting before you move into their house. Nowadays, you can always have a Zoom meeting, especially if the owner lives miles away from you. Take your time to get to know the pet owners and for them to get to know you. Why is pet sitting popular among travelers? Finally, pet sitting is popular among travelers because it's a cheap yet fun way to travel and bond with locals while looking after their loved ones. It's also a good option for slow traveling and can even be considered a sustainable way of travel up to a level. Pet sitting is perfect for digital nomads or remote workers who wish to change their work location from time to time. I absolutely love working from a different place, because I have to say that after more than 1 year now of remote work, things can get a bit monotonous if you work from home the entire time. That's it for today. We hope you found our video interesting. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and share it with others. Also, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to our channel. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our new uploads. In the end, thanks for watching and see you next time.